guys, it's Talking coming at you with another game of wheat planting in Minecraft. I almost said hardcore, but I'm not playing hardcore. Not right now. All we're gonna do is plant wheat for a little bit. And, you know, this stream could have been a video, because I'm only gonna stream for like 20 minutes. But if it was a video, then I would have to upload it, and then try to explain to people why I made a video where I just barely did anything except plant wheat, and didn't look at anything. But fortunately, that is not the problem you have. I think, I don't know, I've been becoming somewhat listless in Minecraft, but I think it's just because I've been getting better at it, you know, understanding more, doing more things. There's less undiscovered territory as far as like core game mechanics and experiences go, at least as far as I understand them. You know, I know how to kill the dragon now, etc. Although I have not done so in this world. But I could, you know, just plant lots of wheat, which is fun, but perhaps I will start playing another game soon. They're re-releasing World of Warcraft again, as it was when I was a young man. But I haven't decided if I'll play or not. I'm just not convinced it's a very good game, and I don't care if 0 people hear me say it. I mean, I still like it. I still have fun playing it, and have great memories of it, but I'm not convinced it's a good game. Now, Minecraft's a good game. You can take that one to the bank. There may be other ways to plant this much wheat in a game, but I am heretofore unaware of them. For in all the mini games where I have done random farming things, this is my favorite one. I have not played like the farm simulators and stuff. I'm not abstractly that into farming in games, but I do like repetition. You know, it just has to feel like there's a point to it. It's tricky. Too much repetition and the reward structure doesn't work. Too many rewards and the repetition feels pointless. The happy medium is tricky. But that is what game design is about, you know. Players can't be trusted to create their own fun. You have to modify it. You have to mediate it with your own expectations and restrictions. At least that is why I do not play creative mode. I need the restrictions of somebody making the design. With infinite things, then well, I don't think I would have planted this much wheat. And that would be sad. Hi, Natasha. Just wondering. Yeah, alright, I've almost killed 11,000 cows. I was just curious what the number was. I used to kill lots of chickens, you know, 4,000 chickens. We haven't killed chickens in a while. 11,000, pretty decent. I also love that Minecraft keeps track. If it didn't keep track of how many wheat seeds I had ever planted, you know, I don't know if it would be so satisfying to do this. I mean, it'd be close. It'd be real close. Because being able to look up at the mountain of wheat, you know, that is its own reward. Significant. Perfection. But I guess it makes sense if the two modes that I like to play are peaceful and hardcore, you know, two different sides of it. I just don't know. I mean, planting wheat is fun. There's a lot of games that I had been wanting to play. I usually only play one at a time, but I could try to play more than one. Just like I said, you know, I'm not bored with Minecraft, just a little listless at the moment. But the good thing is that I know I can actually physically never have enough wheat, and that's very comforting. Although eventually we may come to like an ocean. That would be devastating. We would have to figure out what to do there. Perhaps put dirt on the bottom of it and grow wheat there. Normally I would cut down the flowers, but I think, you know, maybe we'll start to leave them. That could be nice. It'll be simple enough to run back in later and get them, and especially on like on the ways down hills and stuff. Flowers are nice because you can't break them by jumping on top of them. These are considerations that you have to have if you're ever going to plant hundreds of thousands of wheat, which I have not. I think I'm at like 150,000 wheat, but that's ever planted, right? And a lot of that is replanting. I wouldn't hazard how much, but a lot of it. Tens of thousands, certainly. Probably. This guy is plotting. You can see in his face and in the beady eyes of his llamas that he is about to trample all over my fine work. Oh, I feel like maybe we should just, you know, maybe they won't. We'll just keep an eye on them. Oh. Well, you know, they're halfway acting right. Okay, they're not so bad. I thought I was gonna have to get rid of them. It wouldn't be the first time. I would never do it like to take their items specifically. I might someday. But I will do it if I see them walking on the side of one of my mountains and messing up my wheat. One of my mountains. I only really have the one mountain over there. And actually, I don't know if it's really a mountain, you know, more of a large hill of wheat. It could be taller. It isn't. So I guess it can't be taller because it can only be what it is unless I change it. You know, these are the sorts of considerations you have to get whenever you're looking at mountains. Now, when I set out to plant wheat over there, I never thought I was going to ever plant so much, but that's, you know, life's interesting that way. You go through it, and you're just like a totally normal person, and then one day you wake up and plant a lot of wheat. I'm only joking. No one's ever thought that I was. You think that I have another live stream open or that YouTube is bugged? Let me look around. This is the only stream. Yeah, this is the only window that I've got. I think it's good. It's not saying I'm dropping any frames or anything. But yeah, my OBS looks like it's working. Yeah, all the little things make it seem like it's good. This guy's just like consistently running back and forth over my field. Pretty annoying. I need to get... I think, yeah, I need to kill the dragon in this world. Not like tonight. Because I need an elytra. So that I can fly back and forth for the wheat field. I mean, I guess I could, like, go into creative and fly over there, but that's against the principle, you know. The principle is that we just do that to get more cinematic shots, which if I had an elytra, you know, I could use it for that as well. Not like this world is particularly married to rules or rationality. It's showing hardcore day 70 is live too. Okay, curious. Well, okay, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. You're right. Okay. Delete forever. Alright, I think I'm doing the right thing and deleting it forever. I have no idea how that happened. And now I don't know where I am. I have done a... Alright, I've ruined everything. I'm now totally lost. And Alright, maybe I killed the other stream now. I don't know what happened. Maybe I hit the wrong button when I started and it just remembered like a super old one. Thanks for pointing that out. How strange. Well, I got rid of the other one because it's not hardcore at all, nor day 70. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe when I hit start streaming in my OBS, it just like opened the last known thing. That's super annoying. I thought it required one more step than that, but I appreciate you. Anyway, where are my seeds? The wheat is already growing up quite lovely. I think our chest is over here. Ah, yes, you see, in just a couple of days, the miracle of photosynthesis. Alright, so we don't have any more seeds there. Oh no! I believe we have a chunk or 3 here in town. Oh man, I forgot how slow you move in water. Slow as talkin'. But I've got them somewhere, don't I? Don't I? Alright, yeah, there we are. We'll actually have to farm them in a bit, but we'll do that at the actual farm, which is growing even now. We're not quite close enough to it. It occurs to me that maybe we should irrigate it. And then we could grow, like, you know, we could farm this section every now and then while we're growing over here. Because as we get further away, you know, we're going to need to be able to replenish seeds and stuff. Something to think about. It wouldn't take too long to irrigate it in a haphazard way. I'm not going to do it right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it right now. We wouldn't do it to the whole field, just to the big, long, flat area there, probably, and maybe a couple of other of these longer ones. And then we might, if we elect to irrigate it, then we'll do slightly more regularity, but not like hyper regularity like earlier where we were going all the way down and reclaiming the stone layers and such. That was a bit much. I don't know what it is about every inconvenient hilltop that draws villagers there. Perhaps there's like a powerful magic draws them up as if to the clouds, and then they get drawn to it and they just fall down. If you harvest without irrigation, no, you still get the same amount of seeds. The thing that changes how much seeds you get is the fortune enchant on Aho, not anything else. Irrigation just makes the crops grow more quickly. I don't know how much more quickly, but it's significantly more quickly. Also, like they grow more quickly if there's like crop rotation and like they're not all clumped up. But unlike like melons, which won't grow at all if they're clumped, wheat will. It just grows a little slower. But if we look at any area that's irrigated, it'll be very clear on this area here. So some of this would have had rainfall, but all of this that's directly by this water source, all of that totally grown up, right? Maybe these a little bit less, but bam. So you have these which are grown, and then here, nothing going on, so much of the empty space. And then anywhere that you have irrigation, probably a lot of this would have been happening because of the rain. But then we'll get good examples here too, yeah. So almost everything along the water side is good, and then you have big patches of green shoots here. And then here where you have irrigation, you're seeing a lot of growth and then practically none here in the middle. And that's just, that's our demonstration of irrigation principles. Now I'm going to harvest some here. Because, good wheat must be harvested, but... Little cat in a tuxedo running around. But yes, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about, but I do know somewhat how wheat works. Only a little bit. I don't know that much. By my standards of like how into video games I can get, I would say I still don't know like anything about Minecraft. But eventually, I would be looking things up for a game that I was like hyper into rather than just exploring, after the 1000th hour or whatever. And then I would be able to be like, oh yeah, you gotta have light levels of, 8 or higher, and, you gotta get your hydration for, 120% faster growth or whatnot. That's exactly the sort of thing that I really love. But I like, figuring it out first, and then I, get all efficient about it. But the thing about this too is trying to grow it in an efficient way. Like that's against its own purpose. Because what we're doing here is planting wheat. We're not planting irrigation systems. That's a noble pursuit as well. But the great thing about about this pursuit is that it makes everything really pretty after it gets going, and you can just sort of forget how much you've done. All you need is a really big wheat field. One of my few regrets in my YouTube career, what a ridiculous thing to say. One of my few regrets is that I didn't like record 100% of the wheat field planting, because the beginning was quite interesting. Like, I didn't know anything about anything. I was just planting it. I want to say I planted the wheat field like before I like knew like what was up with villagers at all. They just were like sort of incidental. But I had grown the wheat field, and then I knew I needed, you know, bread for stuff, because I played on peaceful, and I didn't, you know, didn't do anything with it, but I just wanted to grow some. But at the first stages, you know, I had just a small amount of wheat, so I had to wait for it to grow to get more seeds, and then on and on. I didn't have fortune on the hoe yet or anything, but now I have, you know, just a very charming amount of wheat seeds. But it's sad that the beginning of the field, you know, the very beginning, couldn't be preserved. It's so funny going back, like to my first wheat video. Man, I thought I had so much wheat then. I was so young and foolish. Truly, I had a lot to learn. But yeah, further on wheat, so you get, you know, seeds and stuff, but you get, like, not the proper amount of seeds if it's not all the way grown. So you can get, like, a wheat and, like, one seed, I forget the exact amounts, whenever it's this sort of darkened color like this one right here, because that's age 6, but what you want is age 7, which is right here. So you hit an age 7, you get wheat and then wheat seeds, like a whole bunch of them. But if you hit one of these, like we have 24, you just get the seeds. And that's really the only way that you can get less yield, is not doing it beforehand. To the best of my knowledge. I'd be like real surprised if the irrigation affected the yield and not just the growing time. I should learn these things, you know. If you're gonna be like a serious authority on wheat, maybe I should know everything. Maybe I should have light and irrigation, but no, you know, the point is, and every minute spent worrying about how to grow wheat better is a minute spent not planting wheat. I bet everybody in the world that knows more about planting wheat than me, which is a lot of people, you know, I bet they've planted less wheat than I have in these minutes that I've been talking about how much I don't know. And let that be a lesson to me, you know, don't get all Hamlet about everything, just plant more wheat. But we have a bunch of like really lovely straight lines now, which are the best kind of things for wheat planting. You've already cleared out, you know, your little grasses. You don't have to worry about verticality for a bit. You just get to revel in the rows. But unfortunately, this stream was always doomed to be short and reasonable in length. Like the short and reasonable length of this wheat field. I wish I could keep on streaming. I wish I could just like make a giant pot of coffee and drink an energy drink afterward and then like, you know, talk all night long. But unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. It's getting on to be my bedtime. But perhaps tomorrow we'll plant more wheat. Maybe do a raid in Hardcore World. Maybe fly around. You know, there's a lot of possibilities. The days are just packed. I'm sorry for making you want coffee. So at work, you know, we have coffee at the restaurant, but sometimes when it's getting to the end of the day, there's not any more left, or they you know, toss it out, and I'm there like desperately clutching at the air. I'm like, no, I desire this coffee. How could you? You know, some variant of those words. Or, you know, depending on my mood, I'll be like, an enemy has done this. Like, I demand that you return the coffee to me right now, this instant. But, no, you know, like a lot of the things that my parents didn't want me to do, drinking coffee is awesome. And I wish I was doing it right now. Unfortunately, it is 12:10 a.m. for me, and although my stamina for planting wheat is unflagged, I have to stop all the same. Very sad. But when we return, you know, maybe more of this. Maybe that raid, maybe I'll fly around some in Hardcore, maybe we'll kill the dragon in this world. There's a lot of stuff to do. I wonder how a peaceful Ender Dragon kill goes. I bet it's pretty easy. I'm sure fighting her on easy's pretty easy. But maybe not. Maybe it's just as difficult. The one thing that isn't easy is doing what I'm supposed to do and shutting up. Alright, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed. Let us just fly up into the sky real quick and take a little look at what we've done. So basically all of that will have been newly planted. So a nice little addition to our collection. Which is, you know, actually this little offshoot of the field is getting to be quite wonderful in its own right. But I'm gonna need to start leaving myself away from keyboard so that the wheat can grow. But a nice addition for sure. When we return, it's unsure what we'll do, but it will be wheat related if it's in this world. And if it is not, then it will probably be something other than wheat. However, little by little, the wheat may invade all aspects of reality. And maybe there will be a dragon made of wheat. Maybe a mountain made out of wheat underneath the wheat growing on it. There will be no excess. No excess that I will not achieve if it is wheat or wheat related. Here in Wheat Park, I bid you good night. I'll see you guys.